I know why you guys are here. You heard about it too. The stories about the monster in the woods. I wonder if it's true. You know what? It's time to find out. Hey guys, I'm gonna find the monster here in these woods. Guys, look. It's our first clue. Look! There's some gashes on this tree. Oh, another one! Oh, look at this. Nature's so amazing. What's this? Mustard. Shh. I made it out alive, guys. With all the research I've gathered, I can now profile the monster. Introducing Bogshaper. Bogshaper is an epic elemental 7-mana shaman card with 4 attack and 8 health. Its description says, whenever you cast a spell, draw a minion from your deck. So straight away, 2 cool things about this card. 1, it's an elemental and it's perfect for elemental decks. 2, it draws a minion for as long as it is alive on your board, and we all know how good drawing cards are in Hearthstone. The only cards in Hearthstone that specifically draw a minion from your deck are Elven Minstrel, Curator, and the newly added Bogshaper. Keep in mind that Curator is actually being rotated out of Constructed. That being said, the Bogshaper can be a pretty important piece in your deck if you're searching for those couple of minions for that combo lethal. What kind of decks in Constructed and in Wild can we see Bogshaper in? I see the Bogshaper fitting into a mid-range elemental shaman deck, one that possibly runs 2 unstable evolutions. You want a couple of cheap spells in the deck to draw those elemental minions for that elemental synergy. If you decide to play Servant of Calamus, you can now discover the Bogshaper. Bogshaper can also be seen in a control shaman deck. It can run a few late game minions, or the new shaman hero card, Hagatha the Witch. Hagatha's hero power, Bewitch, allows you to add a spell to your hand after playing a minion. Hagatha creating spells and Bogshaper drawing minions seems like a pretty sick combo if you can actually get this going. Bogshaper can also be used to help you find a combo piece like Malagus in your deck. There actually happens to be a Malagus Shaman deck in Wild, which uses Curator to pull out the Malagus. You can opt to replace Curator with Bogshaper, but it also really depends on what kind of deck you are playing. A Curator dropped on 7 can immediately draw a Dragon, a Beast, and a Murloc from your deck. A Bogshaper that is dropped on turn 7 has to live an extra turn to draw some minions. This is why the Bogshaper has quite a defensive stat line of 8 HP compared to the Curator at 6 HP. To guarantee draw with the Bogshaper, you can just hold on to it until turn 10, when you can actually play the Bogshaper and a couple of cheap spells allowing you to draw some minions. But with Curator gone from Constructed, Bogshaper seems to be Shaman's new equivalent. In Arena, Bogshaper is most likely going to be under average. It's good if you get to drop the Bogshaper on your board while you are ahead, allowing you to get some value with spells on later turns. Trying to play the Bogshaper on turn 10 with a spell might be difficult to have in your hand. It will also have a hard time keeping up with the other 7+ mana minions on your opponent's board. Now let's see Bogshaper's interaction with some cards I had in mind. When Bogshaper interacts with other cards that allow you to draw, like Ice Fishing or Farsight, the Bogshaper seems to have first priority. Bogshaper dropped on turn 10 can be used with Unstable Evolution up to 3 times on a minion that's already on board. This allows you to draw 3 minions from your deck, or 5 minions if you still hold the coin.
Face the airs of magic. Do you have the artifact?
Well played.
When the time comes and you encounter a Bogshaper, you'll know exactly what to do now. I hope you enjoyed my video. Take care.